Hello, my friends. It's Andy over at the Andy Falco Show, coming to you live from California. And going back to what my original format was on my show, and that was to go to other stuff other than, current events and what's happening in politics and schools and virus and all that kind of stuff. And we're going to be talking about the new tool on Instagram called Reels, which appears to be a alternative to TikTok. And there's some part of me that feel like they rushed it out because of all the controversy going on with TikTok right now. And so I thought I'd bring it up for a couple reasons. And the first one is I'm going to show you how to use it and where to find it, because it's not really intuitive. It's not that easy. Even the experts, even people younger than me, I feel I'm pretty young, but there's people younger than me that really like to use TikTok that have gone over to Reels and they're going, where is it? I can't seem to find it. Hey there, Loretta Foley. How are you? Nobby, nice to see you. What are you saying here? Don't you have somewhere to be? Am I supposed to be somewhere? Shoot. Am I missing something? Where am I supposed to be? The Viseo convention, is that what you're talking about? That is online. Hey, Loretta, nice to see you. I wonder where I'm supposed to be that Nobby's pointing up. Hey, Tanya. All right, so I'm just going to really quickly show you how to find Reels. And also, I don't have all the tools yet. I've tried everything. I've turned my phone off and on. I have looked for ways of making sure that I'm getting the updates, and I'm getting updates. It should be updating automatically, but I don't have all the tools that are available. I see on videos and other things I've been watching about Reels that there's other things that I don't have yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen here. I'm gonna get rid of this. The convention is later. So I'm not sure what Nobby. Oh my gosh, I have to deal with all these notifications. I turn notifications off and they still happen. What is going on? But I've tried. All right, so here's my phone. Oops, I'm gonna change the background so you can see it a little bit better. So here's my phone. I like this. Dan Crenshaw is actually using the Reels. There's a he takes off his patch, and there's a Dan Crenshaw patch that I almost used it today, and I guess you could change what's on there. Anyway, so you can either at the upper left-hand corner, you see the camera at the other, you can either tap on that or just go push it to the side. Oh shoot, that's not a very good look. And so down here where I'm moving down here at the bottom is where you find Reels. It'll normally be, if you go there for the very first time, it'll normally say, it'll be on story, I think, or live, one of the two. I forget which one is the default normally. And then now you can see that there's Reels there. So there's Reels. And over on, I'm move away from the whiteboard so you can see it, get on the dark part there. So you see on the left-hand side, you have these options right here. And this one is going to be your times, as far as your speed, I think this is speed, but I'm not 100% sure. Those are some of the options. Oh, there you go. So I guess it's just helping me with the look. All right, so let's go back to one time. Who knows? And then down here is your timer, right? How long do you want your what's it called again? Reels to be? You just move it if you want it. A full 15 seconds, or if you want it only to be 8 seconds. I did one earlier, I think might have been 5 seconds. But if you want a full 15 seconds isn't long to get a lot of information out. And then let's set the timer. There you go. And then up here is where you go to your effects, and it'll now line up your effects here on the right. So here's the Dan Crenshaw one. I'll get my patch like Dan Crenshaw had. There's my patch. I'm not sure how he changed it. Again, it is not giving me all the options yet. On the left-hand side where you see the smiley face and the other thing over there is where I should have 2 or 3 more selections. They're not there. Again, I've even deleted the Instagram app and reloaded it. I've tried everything to get me the other things that are on there, like the music. This is where you would find the music on the left-hand side, but right now it is not available. I'm trying to stay on the dark side so you can see those options on the left-hand side. Here's, oops, it's starting. Uh-oh. Hey, this is Andy, not Dan Crenshaw, and I'm showing how to use Reels, and I'm doing a Facebook Live at this very moment, and a YouTube Live, and a Twitter Live, and a Twitch Live. And so this is my attempt at using Reels and trying to give people a demonstration of how to use it, and it will stop. There you go. So we stop right there, and there is the options. Now, apparently, you can do some other things on there that I don't have the ability to do. Like you could add stickers and some, oh, here you go. Here's our stickers. So we can add let's add Friday. and I'll move that down here. If you go down too far, it'll end up putting it in the trash. So I can have Friday here, but if I go down here and put it in the wrong spot, see, it gets rid of it. So you got to be careful about where you're moving it. And let's go to, let's put Friday back up there. I like Friday. So I have a little space up there. I'll put it up there. If you want to do a little squiggly and, do something, on my eyeballs and a big smiley face or something like that, you could do that if you want to. And what else do I have? What other option do I have? I'm not sure what that is. Oh, it gives it a little bit of a hue, and then I can erase. I'll erase whatever that was I put on there, and my eyeballs and smiley face. There we go. So I'm going to erase that with my eraser. I'm not going to get it all because I'm too impatient. And then done. And what else? Oh, you can put words. I can put different stuff like this is Reels. And then I can make, there's a little message I got there. I can just use the scroller on the left-hand side. And then again, now I can move it to wherever I want to put it. Just try not to hang over that trash can or else I get rid. Oh my gosh, all my alerts. That's why I turn alerts off. And you guys, when you call me or a text, most of the time I have all those turned off. And I hate notifications. I hate getting buzzed. I hate it all. So that's why I don't get any of your messages. All right. So there is, I don't know why I'm still holding this up because you're seeing the recording of me. And then you hit the other menu here and you can hit share. And I share it to my feed, and you can actually share it to stories. If you want to go ahead and share it, I'll just share that on my stories just for fun and hit done. And that was it. And then you go back. Okay. There it is. And now it's in my library. All right. So it's there too. All right. So there it is in my stories. And that's how you use Reels. Now I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen. I know that wasn't probably very, sorry about that. There's my button. All right, let me see what people are saying. Listening from Havasu. Nice to see you. Thank you for the tips. Well, you're welcome. So that's Reels. I mean, again, right now it is not TikTok, right? It is not all the, I've deleted TikTok maybe, I don't know, about a month ago. All my kids have deleted TikTok, and my son did it on his own. He goes, Dad, I'm hearing bad things about TikTok, so I'm gonna get rid of it. So he got rid of it on his own, even though we both love it, right? I made lots of TikToks. You got Gary Vee using TikTok. You got a lot of influencers using TikTok. Are they going to switch to Reels? A lot of people have not switched, but they're also doing Reels. And so it's an option out there. Again, it's just launched. Again, I think they rushed it out, so not everything is working. I don't have everything available to be able to use it effectively, or at least not. I don't have the music, and there's also a way that it. If you're doing one of those clips where you're wearing one shirt and your face is in a certain spot, at the moment you make that transition, it has now an option that I don't have, where then when you're going to the next video of maybe a different shirt on, it'll show you where your face was at the moment that you stopped the other video. And so you can line your phone up or move, if you're on a tripod, put your face in that same spot and hit record, and then your face will be in the exact same spot. So it'll make that transition of, like clap your hands and your shirt changes much better, because it has the outline that allows you to be in the right spot at the right time. So all of those will be available. I wanted to come on and show you, and I wanted to show you all the options, but I don't have them. Again, I've tried it. If anybody knows how I can get it updated, but I've tried everything that I know how to update an app, and it's not giving me those options. So it may just, I don't have access to them yet, and someday soon I will. But tomorrow I'll wake up and I'll have everything. So one thing you need to remember when you are choosing a platform to commit all of your time and all your effort. And I can honestly say I can teach you about all these things, but I'm not really good at doing exactly everything that I teach you to do. But if you're going to put all your effort, be consistent, make good videos, put up good postings, put up good graphics and messages, and get people to engage with you and begin to build trust with people. But if you're doing a good job and you're getting thousands of people, maybe even hundreds of people, if you're getting hundreds of good quality people, the one thing that I tell people they make a mistake at doing is that they dedicate all of their efforts and then a platform could, which is happening a lot right now, suspend you, or worse, they can actually completely drop you from the program, right? They can restrict your access to the program. They can do anything they want, because you know why? You own nothing of your content once you put it onto one of those platforms. So whether it's Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest, whatever, once you put it on there, that is not yours any longer, really. It is your account and you have access to it. But if they delete your account, they're not going to give you the option of going and now getting your list of followers. That is never an option with any of these platforms. I want to remind you of that. All right. So what is the solution? The solution is that you want to do a couple things. You want to make sure and repurpose. Remember, I talk about repurpose all the time. And man, I don't have it on here. Dang it. I have it on here. I should have this on here before I showed you, but there is an app that I use that allows me to repurpose my content so that I could use it on a lot of different platforms. So just like now going live, I'm not on just one platform. I'm on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and for whatever reason, it doesn't show Twitch. Maybe I forgot to click the button for some reason, but I would normally also be on Twitch. Some of my most interesting comments come from people on Twitch. So I'm always sad if I forget to click Twitch for whatever reason. But you want to be on several platforms. That way, if you get, you're on Twitter and your account gets shut down because of something you said, or something that, you had a couple violations of maybe something that may not be very truthful or not close to the truth, they can suspend, and again, they can close down your account. And so you want to then be able to have all your stuff on YouTube, and kind of whatever you can do to get people to go over to YouTube. The other and more important way of doing it is using something called Kajabi. And Kajabi is, you can get there by going to onlinegurudeal.com. And I think it's, wow, you know what? I should check to make sure that that link is still working, because sometimes they change it. Onlinegurudeal.com. Let's see if it goes to my, because I have an option there. They'll give you 30 days of training on how to use Kajabi. Uh-oh. It's going very slow. Oh, there it goes. It's a 28. So you got a 28-day challenge where they teach you how to use Kajabi. And what this means, and I'm going to show you through my phone again, as I load it up here. And that is, you're going to encourage people to go to a branded link like onlinegurudeal.com. That is a branded link to my affiliate link for Kajabi. So I get credit if you use that link to go to Kajabi. I get credit for you going there, and I get a little bit of a payment, right? It doesn't cost you any more that you're using my link. As a matter of fact, you more often get a deal by using my link, and that deal is that 28-day challenge where they give you training for 28 days to use the program to create a landing page where you can send people. They put their name and email address to get something from you for free, like a PDF or access to something that you have, like a book. Like Brendan Bouchard is great at using his book to do the very same thing. If you've ever done anything with Brendan Bouchard, you know that he always sends you to a free copy of his book, and all you need to do is simply put your name and email address in there, and then you pay for shipping in some cases, or maybe like a free PDF. So I'm going to send you to another location. So go to onlinegurudeal.com, write that down, onlinegurudeal.com. That way you get that thing. And then when you're on these platforms like TikTok, somewhere in the either in the description or somewhere on the screen, you can put something like, make sure if you want to stay up to date on my newsletter, if you want a free video on how I did this video, how I created this video, if you want step-by-step steps of how I created this video, go here and you can learn how to do it. And so I'm going to give you an example here that I send people to, and that is MeLive.live. So I send people to MeLive.live because I teach people how to use StreamYard, which I'm using right now to broadcast. Now I'm going to go back to my screen here. Oh, hold on. it's closed here. All right. And so here is my screen. There's my son with Jack Hibbs, the pastor over at Calvary Church. And so when I go to Chrome here, and you put in that MeLive.live, it sends you to this website. This website is a training course live streaming on StreamYard Basics 2.0. But what I tell people is that if you go there, you're going to get a free PDF. Do you see that red print right there? right? So I have something I'm going to give away for free. And this is kind of a little bit of a good information for you if you're in the if you're in the pyramid thing. What is it called? Multi-level marketing. If you're in network marketing, whatever you want to call it, I don't care. I love network marketing, and it's a great way of making passive income. But you can, like, for my today's CBD oil program, I have a book that I written. I have 2 books that I've written. I have white papers, and I send people, hey, if you're interested in CBD oil and learning more, go to blah blah blah. And they'll go to a place. So one of those is, let me put this other thing up. Let's go to VaseoFAQs.com. VaseoFAQs.com sends them to my Kajabi website, where I answer the 10 most common questions in regard to Vaseo and CBD oil. And it's free, right? And so if you're watching this, like right now, if you're watching this, and let me go ahead and switch the scenes here. So if you want to learn more about CBD oil and Vaseo, I would say go to VaseoFAQs.com. It's free. Put your name and email address in there, and I'm going to give you 10 videos for free that are going to show you exactly what it is I'm talking about, CBD oil and the great products that they have at Vaseo. Now, you would go there for free, right? So now you are a person that's truly interested in what it is I'm saying, what it is that I'm talking about, and you are taking an extra step to do something in order to get something for free. That makes you a very valuable customer. That means you're really interested. If you're pulling over the car, if you're stopping your scrolling to go and put in that website onto your phone, or if you're watching on computer and you go and you type it in, that means that you really are interested in what it is I have. That's a valuable customer that you don't want to use. So if you're on TikTok and you're not sure if TikTok is going to be around, I would begin to start doing this right away. All right. And you want to start getting some of your audience off, and you're only using TikTok to build your audience. You want to start getting them off, so that when and if TikTok, and if I doubt that it'll ever go away, but if it does, then you have access to the people that really like what it is you're doing. You want to stay in contact with those people. And that's whether you're going to try to sell something or not, because your audience, right, it can be useful somewhere else. Let's say that YouTube begins to come up with their TikTok program, which they are talking about, which is Shorts, I think they're calling it, YouTube Shorts. Then you're going to want to be able to email all those people that are interested in what you were doing on TikTok and saying, hey, since TikTok went away and has gone down, I want to send you to this link here where you're going to find the very same videos that I was doing on YouTube, but now they are in YouTube Shorts, or they're in Instagram Reels. Do you see what I'm saying? So now you have them. You can still communicate with them no matter what is going on and whether or not TikTok went down. And so let me go ahead and go back to this URL right here. And so, and that again, that program is called Kajabi, theonlinegurudeal.com. That is my affiliate link that will get you into Kajabi for 28 days. It'll give you a training program that will send you there, so that if and when TikTok gets compromised, taken down, whatever, that you can start doing this now. You can start getting people. So what I'm going to show you back here again, what it is I'm doing with this program. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this for a second. And you see that red print there. I'm going to give them away something for free for doing nothing. So there's a couple things you can do. You can give things away where they actually have to take steps. In other words, put their name and email address, and that way you get that right away. But if you haven't quite built enough trust yet, you may just simply want to give something away without them taking any steps. That means you don't have their information yet, but you're building trust. And that's what I'm doing with this link right here. And that is, I'm going to give something away for free that doesn't require extra steps. And so if I tap on that free PDF thing right there, it sends them to my Dropbox link, and they're here. This is the free PDF. This gives them a PDF on all the tools I use to repurpose everything that it is, that all the tools that I use, how I use them, and it's free. Right? It has links and shows you, and it just gives you descriptions. If I turn this sideways, maybe you'll see a little bit, but nah, it won't get bigger. But you can see it has all the stuff. I teach people how to do things and how to use them effectively. And it takes them to training videos like Vimeo.com. That's a training video. Get StreamYard.live. That is this program that I'm using right now. And you see, I give them all the tools that I use to go live on the different kinds of platforms. And again, I've given this away for free. Now, these are affiliate links, right? So if they use them, I will get credit, but it's not going to cost them anything extra to do that. So let's go to a video. So now on here, there's a video, and now they're going to be able to go to video. And here is a video that will show them how to create a StreamYard account. And there is that video teaching them, right? So they're getting content. I'm building trust because I'm giving them something for free. So I'm hoping this is making sense to you, because again, these platforms aren't always going to be around. Originally, when I was doing live broadcasting, the platform I was using most often at the time was something called Blab. Blab became very popular very fast, and a lot of people were using it, and were broadcasting live from everywhere. It was only available on a phone app, and you could go live on Blab anywhere, and people could join, and people would pop on sometimes. I had a sock puppet pop on one time, and it was crazy. It was pretty fun for a little while, but Blab suddenly one night, they just went away. The platform just went away. So anybody and everybody that I had built in as a follower on Blab was simply gone. I did nothing to send them in that particular platform to another option so that I could maintain a relationship with them, because there was no idea that Blab was going away. It was brand new. It seemed like things were going to go well, and then it was gone. If anybody was on Blab at that time, let me know in the comments that you were a Blab user for a little while. And it was kind of weird, because they had just had, sorry, my pillow that I'm sitting on here, because it's a wooden chair. And yeah, it gets a little sore. So it was falling off. Did you see me like squirming around? And so, yeah, it just went away. And I lost contact with everybody that was a follower in Blab. The same thing can happen with any of these other platforms. I'm telling you, the platforms are suspending and restricting people to access to their accounts all the time. It's happening all the time. I have people that they don't know when they're going to get their account back. It just says suspended until further notice. And that's it, right? And so you can't communicate at that point with your audience. And so you've lost contact with your audience. And this is really an important thing for those of you that need your audience for your business. You need your audience so that if you need to move or go somewhere else, that you can communicate with them and take them with you wherever you're going, whether it's Reels or YouTube Shorts or whatever it is that's coming out next, and making sure that you do that effectively. And so again, you're going to go to onlinegurudeal.com. That is Kajabi. That is a platform that I use. I love it. I've been using it for a very long time. I can't even remember how long. I was using Kajabi when it was Kajabi something else. It is a great platform. It has so many tools for communicating, for selling products, for creating online training programs, for all kinds of stuff. Again, if you want to see an example, and this is again for free, don't think you're spending any money. If you go to viseofaqs.com, if you go there, you will see how it works. And that is viseofaqs.com is where I send people when I'm on my show, today's CBD oil and wellness show, that say, hey, if you want to learn more about Viseo and the great products, because it is a multi-level marketing or network marketing business, that you go there and I'll be able to grab people's information, and then I'll be able to communicate with them if I need to. ViseoFAQs.com. And so you can go there, put your name and email address in, and you'll get access to an online training program. All of that is done in Kajabi. So that is an example that you can use and connect with. Miss Blab, but StreamYard kills it. Oh, you miss Blab, yeah. Yeah, it's awesome. Hey, Trina, nice to see you. Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate you giving me that feedback. That's awesome. David, listening from you left for Havasu again. Damn you. All right. So again, what am I using? I am using something called Kajabi. Kajabi you can get to by going onlinegurudeal.com. You'll get 28-day training program to show you how to use that. This is for any business. I don't care if you're a restaurant owner. I don't care if you are a dry cleaner, a roofer. You should be using Kajabi because if you're not using video on YouTube, not using video on Instagram, if you're not using video on Facebook, you are making a huge mistake. When you're using video in any one of those platforms, you want to send people somewhere, right? It's not always your website, right? You want to send them somewhere where they're going to have to give you their name and email address, and maybe even sometimes phone number. You can list all the things that you want. For my dog training program, I would have them give me their name, email address, their dog's name, the breed of their dog, and something else. So you can create it so that whatever information you require from them is in there. And then once they give that and hit the send button, you now get their information and they get whatever it is you're giving away for free. Why do I keep saying giving stuff away for free? Because you don't want to sell them something on that first option. Now, there may be some cases where you do. I'm telling you, like Brendan Bouchard does when he's trying to sell you his book or give you his book. He's giving you your book, but did you know you have to pay for shipping, right? That shipping cost isn't all shipping. You know that, right? It's a little bit extra that goes in the pot. So when he gets 10,000 people requesting his book, not only does he get his book out there, but he also gets, a percentage of those 10,000 people from those dollars. Very powerful thing. When you have a large audience, that's a great way to go with giving the book away for free and you pay for shipping type of situation. But again, you're going to need a landing page for people to go to, and you're going to use something like a branded URL. Like I said, here, the FAQs.com. Oh, the MeLive.live. So go to the MeLive.live, and then you can get that free PDF for doing nothing. Find the red print on that landing page, click on it, and you'll get a PDF of all the stuff that I use to do this type of marketing. Just go there right now. Go to MeLive.live, and you'll see a landing page, and then click on the PDF. It says PDF, free download. You click on that part where it says PDF, and you will get a free PDF of all the tools that I use currently. And there's probably maybe a couple on there that it may not be on there because I'm using some new ones too, that will allow you to do that. And that is the way to go. All right. I hope all this has made sense for y'all, because this is an important topic that, kind of maybe went under the radar there, that if and when, because this has been happening, right? We've had a lot of people suspend the Twitter account suspended, Facebook account suspended, and now you have TikTok possibly going away. And some of you have hundreds, some of you have thousands, and I know people. I did some work with the Funk Brothers, and they have millions of followers. All right. So the one thing is you may not get all the followers, right? You're not going to get everybody to take action. As a matter of fact, many of those people are probably inactive. And so you have a lot of people that subscribe to you, right? And this is one way of sorting out your list of people. So let's say you have 10,000 followers. All 10,000 are not necessarily actively following you. They're passively following you, or just followed you on that day and have never looked at your videos ever since, right? So you really don't know what that number is of active, really engaged followers all the time, right? And so you only want like rabid followers, people that really love what it is you're doing. And you want those people to follow you because of what do? They share it out. Whatever your content is, they share it to their friends. They repost, right? Those are the people you want. You want people that are going to give you a really good list of good, solid people. And then bam, you get spread out again in whatever your new location is. So if TikTok gets pulled down, you've spent now the next couple of weeks gathering them, because now you're giving away something. I don't know what it is. I don't know, whatever your thing is. For a restaurant, it could be their favorite recipe for their most favorite dish, right? If it's a dry cleaner, it would be tips on how to put together your dry cleaning clothes and things you need to do, or things you need to understand before you bring them to the dry cleaner. I don't know what those things are. There's something. Everybody has something. A roofer is what it is you need to know about your roof to make sure your roof lasts longer. I know this because I actually did work I wrote commercials and did a show called Cody on the Roof for a roofer. And on those, there would be tips about not screwing the satellite dish into the roof. You want to, screw it into the side of the what is that called? The fascia? The fascia? Is that what it's called? I forget. And not into the roof, right? You want to protect your roof, and there's things you need to know, right? And so there is a PDF that we could create. They're the 10 top things, or the 10 most important things you need to know about your roof, how to make your roof last longer, right? That would be really important, whether it's residential or commercial. And you have two different ways, and say, if you want this free PDF on how to make sure that your roof lasts, 5 years longer, 10 years longer, I have the 5 most important things that you need to know that most people don't. It's the secret. It's the secret that most roofers won't tell you, because they want you to have to replace your roof. So we're going to tell you why most roofers don't want this information out, right? You're going to build it up and say, I have 5 things that roofers do not want you to know, because it'll make your roof last longer. And that doesn't make the roofer happy. And I want to give you that PDF, the 5 things that's going to make your roof last longer. All you need to do is click here or go to this link, myroofing5tips.com. And I'm going to give you that PDF for free. Just put your name and email address in there so I know where to send it. And once you put that, it'll be sent directly to your inbox. And that's all you need to do. And then you send an email following up. Hey, did you get the PDF? Just want to make sure you got it okay. If there's anything you need from me, let me know. But if you don't mind, I would love to send you other information when it comes about. So if we have a special, or we have other things that you will benefit from, maybe another PDF that will give you more things, then I want to make sure to be able to do that. Will you give me permission to do that? And they can opt in to more stuff, right? And it's a very friendly way of doing it. It's a professional way of doing it. And again, you want the relationship. That relationship is so important. So you've built it up on these apps like TikTok and Facebook and Instagram. You've now given them something away for free. Now you're communicating one-on-one. And in some cases, you actually can't communicate one-on-one because now they are part of your world and no longer a part of TikTok's world or Facebook's world, where Facebook owns them. Facebook owns your content and will not give it back to you. And they will not give you the list of people that are on your list. Super, super important. All right. I used to be a roof plumber. I'll come help you for cake. Nobby. You Australians have a very funny sense of humor. Yes, the fascia. Thank you, Deborah. It sounded funny coming out of my mouth. I don't know why. All right. So again, what is going on with TikTok? It's been banned from anybody in the government. If you're in the government, you can't have it on your phone. I banned it from my children because China owns it, and China is believed that China is taking the information from all of our phones and is gathering it. And at some point, they can use that in some way. Now, whether they actually are active in doing it or not, but I would think so. I think they do. Yeah, being in law enforcement and some of the things that I'm concerned about, that I've heard about, that I've been involved with investigations when the internet was first starting. It was important to get it off. My son, my 14-year-old son, he heard enough from me talking about it that he took it off on his own. I didn't have to ask him. And then my daughter, I took her phone anyway and took it off of TikTok. So nobody has it on there. Hey, Jason. Jason has a great thing right now that he's doing about suicides in our military and doing some really, really great stuff. And so if you're not following Jason, what he's doing, you may want to follow him. I say, wait a minute, didn't China hack OPM during the Obama administration? Again, yeah. I mean, there's reason to be afraid and there's reason to be concerned. And so what's the best way of just dealing with it? You delete it and you don't use it. And whether they could care what I'm doing, it's not really that necessarily. Do I have any governmental secrets? No. But what they're trying to do is find out what it is that we do on a routine, what our habits are, that kind of stuff. And that way they can use that information to then attack us. You hear these things about China sending seeds to people and some other stuff. There's some really odd stuff happening right now, in addition to what's happening everywhere else, which is meant for another show. But it's owned by a China company. And when you're owned by a company in China, you have no choice. If the Chinese government comes to you as a personal person or a business, if the government comes in and says, give me all of your contacts, give me access to all of your information, they have no choice. It's not America, right? It's not America. If they say, give this to me now, you have to turn it over, or you give me access to it now so that I can monitor it in real time. You have to do that in China. So yeah, so it's a Chinese business, and the government and President Trump is trying to get them to sell to an American company, and the American company will take over and take off all of the connection to the Chinese government that is currently on there. And that's what's going on. So again, the military doesn't have it on there. The military is not allowed to have it on there. That's been happening for a very long time. There's many companies, especially if you're a leader in a company, if you are a CEO or a subordinate or whatever on a tech company, you're not allowed to have TikTok on your phone. It's been going on for a long time. So this isn't new. WeChat also is another one, as Jason said, and that's the other one that they're considering banning here in the United States completely. And so they're either going to be banned completely in the United States, or they're going to be sold to a company like Microsoft or Apple. I prefer to see them go to Apple. I'm not a fan of Microsoft, but Apple's done some things too that's pissed me off. So, but at least it's in the hands of a U.S. company, and much of that stuff will be taken on. So yeah, it's a little bit crazy. All right, my friends, I hope this has been helpful for you to understand what you need to do in regard to you're all using, many of the people here that I see are all using social media at some level to build an audience, to create an audience that is going to follow you. And if it gets shut down, if your account gets cut off and restricted, and you may get banned from just something you might say. Like, it could be innocent for the most part, but you can get restricted. Who knows what it is you're saying? There's you can say just about anything, that you lose your audience. The audience that you've taken all this time to build, if you've not gotten them off, by doing something like Kajabi, like I put up earlier. I'm going to do it one more time because I spent time talking about it again. If you are not using a platform like Kajabi, so go to onlinegurudeal.com, onlinegurudeal.com to get the 28-day training program challenge to create a landing page to send people to then be able to communicate them off of the social media platform, to give them a free access to some type of frequently asked question video program or a training program of some sort, and then possibly sell them on a more upscale program. This is what you need to do. You need to, it's well worth the money. It's so powerful. There's so many things you can do. You can do all kinds of automation. When people sign up, it'll automatically send emails to them, and you can communicate with them and begin to communicate with them. You can do so many things. So I would go to Kajabi, and that is, you get there by going to onlinegurudeal.com, and then you will both benefit me and benefit yourself. All right, one more thing here. You get canceled. Yeah. It's not hard to get canceled nowadays. Tell me. I'm telling you, my shows have been throttled like crazy. They get throttled by crazy. I get all kinds of reports. Hey, I was watching and all of a sudden it turned off. And it's not a StreamYard thing. I'm telling you, because I'm hearing it from other people that are doing shows very similar to mine, that things are happening to their streams when they're live, and then they get erased after they are in replay mode. Reaching out, Andy, if I don't decide to quit everything altogether. All right. So it's fun to go back to this style of show. It's not as like, I'm not yelling and screaming at you all, but don't worry. I have a show planned for later today, and I will definitely be yelling and screaming just a little bit. Follow Jason Jordan. He's got some great stuff going on in regard to his challenge to bring attention to the military personnel who are committing suicide. It's a really awesome program that he's got going on. So make sure and follow him. All right, my friends, I will talk at you later, and have a great day, and I'll see you later on this afternoon. Oh, I got another show I forgot I'm doing too. I'm doing another show too. I may do, today's a three-peat, or the hat trick for shows for Andy. All right, I'll talk to you later. Take care. Bye.